I believe that as individual Commonwealth citizens, we have been invisible, but I think together we will be invincible. I'm a classic child of the Commonwealth. My mother's Dominican, my father's Antiguan. I've had a fascinating journey from being born in a small village in St Joseph, Dominica, then to Walthamstow in the East End of London, and then to the House of Lords, and now to Marlborough House for the Commonwealth. I was brought up to believe that you should concentrate on those things that joins you as opposed to those things that separate you. Just like our DNA, 99.9% of our DNA of every single human being is identical. 0.1% is different. And if you concentrate on those things that join you first of all, what you find is the 0.1% then becomes fascinating and interesting and glorious and something you want to celebrate that diversity and enjoy, and it adds the spice to life. I remember the very first time I said to my father that I thought something was wrong and was unjust was when I was looking at the television and I saw what was happening in South Africa to children who looked just like me. But I never forget what he said to me either. He said, "So, my daughter, what are you going to do about it?" And what I came up with was that I wouldn't eat another piece of South African fruit until South Africa was free, and I loved fruit. People, I find, tend to fall into two categories. People who want to be someone, and then there are people who want to do something. I've always been in the second group, the people who want to do something. And I, as the Secretary General of the Commonwealth, am determined to deliver for all 53. I am the servant of the 53 countries, and I know that we are going to deliver inclusive, creative solutions to difficult problems. I want to put the wealth back into Commonwealth, but I also want to put the common back into wealth. I feel incredibly lucky because I was born on one of the smallest islands in the 53 countries in Dominica. I understand what it's like to come from a small island. I understand the existential threat that is presented by climate change. There was a time when people thought of this as something which was for tomorrow, it was esoteric, it wasn't really real. It is real. Also, we will address good governance and the rule of law, fundamental to what we need to do in the next 4 years. The violence against women and gender is incredibly important because if you look at those countries who are doing well economically, a big driver is the education of women and girls. And when I was asked to chair the interministerial committee on that, many people said, you can't really change this because it's like the poor. Domestic violence is with us always. And in the United Kingdom, we reduced domestic violence by 64%, and we reduced the cost of domestic violence by £7.1 billion a year. Can you imagine how different our Commonwealth would be if we were able to make such a reduction in violence all the way through the Commonwealth? We can't afford to lose the skill, the energy, the passion for any of our citizens because we have to invest and build that social capital if we want long-term wealth and health to be assured. The Commonwealth by 2030, some people think by 2050, will have within its population 60% of its citizens below the age of 30. Now that is a huge powerhouse for the economy of the Commonwealth. I think the future of the Commonwealth is in all of your hands because each of you in this room are a representative of what the Commonwealth can and should be. So I'm the Secretary General. but I need loads and loads of soldiers, as any good general does, and I particularly need young women, because I think your lives could be fantastic. And so dream big dreams, big, big dreams, because you never know, they may all come true.